Hi Cancer, welcome back to the Warrior's Journey Tarot. This is going to be your reading for May 2020. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let me just light this candle up and then we can get started. I'm using the Fountain Tarot and I'm going to pull a Celtic cross. So this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for May 2020. Sorry, let me just drink some water. Water and lemon. Knight of Swords came out. Nine of Cups on the bottom. A little bit of an aggressive energy with the Knight of Swords. But that just came out right away and I wasn't really shuffling properly, so let's ignore that and continue. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for May 2020. When a card flips out, that's my sign that that's the end of a shuffle. If more than one pops out before the shuffle's done, I take that as like a quick side read. Alright, this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and... Ooh, okay. Alright, Cancer. That is the card. Let's check on the bottom. Ace of Coins. Three of Swords is the situation. Let's do with a challenge. Okay. Page of Swords. Consciously, we've got Three of Wands. Subconscious, we have Four of Cups. Recent past. Seven of Swords. Recent future. Queen of Coins, nice. You right now, Death. Around you, Seven of Wands, hopes and fears, Ace of Swords, an outcome. The outcome is Lovers. And we have that Ace of Coins on the bottom. So I'll just explain to you what the cards mean and then you can see how that applies to you, okay? I don't want to give you a story unless it's very, very obvious. So Three of Swords is a situation regarding some kind of disappointment, heartbreak, or loss. This can be, if you're fighting with a lot of people and there's a lot of drama going on, it could be about jealousy or, hate that's being aimed your way. If this is a love situation, a romantic situation, this is about some kind of a breakup or a separation or a loss in that way. Generally speaking, Three of Swords is about some type of loss that you're feeling and you're upset about. So you have the challenge here is Page of Swords. Page of Swords is, okay, I see this card often as the stalker card. Now, if it's not a stalker, it could be someone who is a youth who might be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It could be that this is about studying something new. The Page of Swords is someone who's youthful. This youthful energy is nervous, trying to collect information about something. And it can also be about studying something new. It could be also about someone watching you, collecting information on you, or you doing that about someone else. And all pages are relayers of information and messages. Okay, so this one is regarding the sword element, which is about air, the element of air, which is about thought, intellect, and information. Okay. Consciously, we've got Three of Wands. Three of Wands is waiting for this is where your mind is at, waiting for something that you've invested your resources into to bring some kind of benefit. Three of Wands shows that there's two ships coming in and they're full of bounty that you've purchased, that you've put energy into. So you've used that energy, your energy, to bring that to fruition. And now that it comes back to you, it's just a little bit of a wait before it arrives. You will collect it, flip it, make your money, and benefit from there. So that doesn't have to be just about things or finance, but just two opportunities that you've put energy into that's going to reap you some kind of reward here. subconsciously thinking about Four of Cups, and I've seen that again with other signs. This is self-isolation. A lot of people are seeing this Four of Cups energy. The cup is full up here on the counter, but the Three of Cups that's on the ground, usually in the tarot, it's spilled. It's about boredom, feeling like, you know, a couch potato, staying at home, not quite inspired, and sometimes forgetting that your cup is full and you're very blessed. Okay, and it can also be about being occupied with other people's situations or what other people think or say, even though you are sometimes it makes you forget how blessed you are. Okay, so this is consciously here, in your subconscious. Recent past, you got Seven of Swords. This is again that sneaky energy of stealing information or having something stolen from you. In some tarot decks, it shows, you know, a file cabinet with hands going through it and looking through for information. And that's amplified with this Page of Swords energy. And, you know, you have a lot of swords up in here. You got Ace of Swords. 1, 2, 3, 4 swords. Okay, so Cancer, you're a water sign. It's odd that all these swords are popping up like this, and in the sense of it's a loss or something sneaky being done. So in the recent past, the Seven of Swords, you see this hand grabbing 5 swords and 2 swords are left there. The Seven of Swords energy is sometimes when someone might be sneaking away with some information, or, you know, skimming a little bit from the till, some kind of energy where you know and you've got your eye on it and you're not going to bring it up until it gets out of hand, or you're keeping note of it until you want to bring it up at a better time. Okay, so that's that Seven of Swords energy. But going into the recent future, you've got Queen of Coins, Queen of Pentacles. So this is a mother energy. This is someone who is it could be a Capricorn in your life, but I take this as you. For you in the future, it's this motherly, established, someone reliable, strong, well-to-do, a queen, someone who takes care of not just herself, but her family and her friends and the kingdom that she runs and rules over. This is someone who knows how to run her finances and also take care of home. She's very generous and loving, but, you know, don't try to take something from her because, you know, she's not going to take kindly to it. So this is the Queen of Coins, which shows it's like the earthly version of the Empress. Fertile, abundant, having finances, having family responsibilities and deep roots as well. So you right now, you've got the Death card. There's some major transformation. This is also ruled over by the sign of Scorpio, this card. Doesn't mean it's about Scorpio. This is representing you. So something has ended, and it's like the phoenix from the ashes. Something new is about to begin. Again, I get that for all the signs here. Always is ending and something new about to happen, which everyone is being forced to go through because of everything that's going on in the world. So many things ending, people losing so much, and then having to restart, fresh start, recreate. So there's this Death card here, okay? Around you, you got Seven of Wands. You have Seven of Wands, you have that Seven of Swords there. Seven of Wands is the energy of being able to overcome your obstacles. This person is higher than these 6 wands that are trying to attack him. So this is where there might be this energy around you of keeping just above the crowd, keeping ahead of your haters, and feeling this competing interest and people trying to come for you. Because what comes before Seven of Wands is Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is some kind of level up. A higher status, more money, and a raise, something wonderful that's happened. Okay, coming home to victory. Seven of Wands is now feeling the pinch where you have to defend this. Okay? Hopes and fears, Ace of Swords, victory. Ace of Swords, if I had to say in one word, it could be victory or clarity. Okay, this sword is very sharp. It cuts both ways. So you have to be mindful how you speak to people. With the Ace of Swords, you don't really, the energy is sometimes where you don't care how people receive it. All your focus is on is that you see things clearly and you want to let people know exactly what you think, because you feel justified. Okay, so the Ace of Swords here in your hopes and fears, hoping for victory. But just want to say you might want to temper that a bit with, you know, being tactful with the way you deliver your messages. Okay, because you're coming from a situation of this loss or heartbreak. And so you might want to really give it to whoever has been dishing this out to you. Anyway, outcome. You've got the Lovers. So the Lovers, I feel like this is regarding, it could be some kind of social situation or a romantic situation. The Lovers is about not only finding romantic love, which when it's next to each other, and the proximity of the cards in relation to each other is important. So when you look at the Three of Wands and the Lovers, it looks like it's actually pulling it in. The Lovers card can be a romantic interest, can be having to make a choice. And also it's about balance and being whole in terms of the Lovers card traditionally in the tarot has Angel Raphael in the background. In the Garden of Eden, you have Adam and Eve, and it's representing all three, the spiritual, the self, and the subconscious, all representing a complete being, a complete person. So however that resonates for you, you can take it as that. Now, the Queen of Coins is someone who's married, usually. This is like the wife and mother type energy. So the Lovers card is there. Love is there in the end, okay? So on the bottom of the deck, we have Ace of Coins. That is representing something material, some kind of new business, new opportunity, move, a new home, a new job, something that's going to have the potential to bring great abundance. So let's get some oracle cards to figure out what else this is about, okay? To get some clarification. I'm going to start with Miracles Now by Gabrielle Bernstein. So can we please get a card for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, May 2020, please? I will take the card that drops and I'll peek on the bottom. So could we please get a card for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for May 2020. Can we please get a card for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for May 2020, please? There we go. So on the bottom, to travel further on my path of personal growth, I call on my spiritual running buddies for help. Okay, I'm going to put that here for the bottom. And the one on top is, I am not the victim, I am the lighthouse. So yeah, we're getting this energy of feeling attacked. So here you're taking an empowered stance and saying, I'm not the victim. This happens to be not because I'm a victim, but because I'm someone who shines brightly, and, you know, you're strong, and you're someone that people sometimes, you know, will use because of your resources, because of your strength. So it's saying to remember you're not the victim, that you're actually the lighthouse. And that happens to strong people sometimes. And to call on your friends for help, your spiritual running buddies, okay? All right, next I'm going to pull some cards from the Wild Kuan Yin Pocketbook Edition. I have the larger book, deck, but this gives you a quick, brief summary. Reading the long one is quite good. I recommend buying the full deck. It's by Alana Fairchild. It's called the Wild Kuan Yin. Okay, anyway, so let's get a card here, and I'll peek on the bottom again. And I like to keep it this way so I don't see the pictures. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for May 2020, please. Can we get a card for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for May 2020? Okay. So, the call of the wild divine. Let's take a peek at the picture. I'll flip it over. Divine wildness requires openness to all of who we are rather than just the parts that seem proper, appropriate, socially acceptable, controlled, or tamed. Then we gain access to our instincts, our bodily intuition. This is knowing without knowing how you know. Trust what you feel at that deeper level, and then you can respond to those messages with wisdom. Okay, I'm going to leave this here, and I'll take a peek on the bottom. Oh, shit. This is one of the most potent cards in the deck. This is like where the slave gets their freedom, okay? You see this person, they get their freedom papers, and they're running free. When I got this deck, I think that was the first card that I got out of the deck. It brought a tear to my eye. Anyways, let me read it to you. This is the summarized version. It says, play to create. Do you dream of more happiness, well-being, love? That is a high-frequency dream. High-frequency dreams become reality when we align ourselves with a matching frequency. There is a way to raise frequency, to become more magnetic to opportunities, to the right people, solutions, and helpful guidance. To bring your dreams to life, for now, let go of the struggle and embrace the way of play. And again, Cancer, that's something that everybody's been getting. Play, have fun. It keeps popping out because Spirit really wants to let everyone know, yeah, times are really bad, times are tough, but don't let that define everything. And find a way to get your joy. All right, so I'm going to pull a few more Oracle cards, but the next one is going to be Denise Lynne's Gateway Oracle cards. Can we please get a card for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for May 2020? And I'll peek on the bottom as well. Can we please get a card for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for May 2020? Can we get some guidance for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for May 20? Okay, there it is. Embracing the future. I step into the future with an open heart. I'm going to leave that here. And on the bottom, looking deeper. Deep within me is a majestic radiance. I'll read you those cards. Embracing the future is card meaning. What is expected in life tends to be realized. If you anticipate an amazing, joyous, healthy, prosperous future, this is more likely to occur for you than if you assume the worst. Expect the best. Be open for anything. Imagine your life filled with happiness. Your wondrous future is resting on the horizon of your soul, shimmering and bright. I'm sorry, my throat is so whack here. The universe wants you to know. Today is yesterday's future, and in every moment you are creating your future. If you're patiently waiting for the future to bring you joy and contentment, your desired outcome may never arrive. But if you learn to create happiness now, your days will be filled with pleasure and bliss. It's great to have a dream. However, if you don't learn to find satisfaction in the meantime, you may not notice when your dreams come true. The purpose of life is not about manifesting your desires. It's about discovering the inner gifts of the heart and experiencing and sharing joy. Be happy, now. Enjoy the journey as much as the destination. Questions to ask yourself: what is my probable future? If I'm not satisfied with it, what action steps do I need to take? What is my greatest contribution to the future? Then you have looking deeper. And it says, card meaning. Things are not always as they seem. Look deeper into the situations and relationships in your life. Something that seems closed may in fact be just ready to open. If you go beneath the surface, you may find hidden gems of truth, light, or abundance. The universe wants you to know this is a time to engage and reflect. It might be worth taking a second look at something you previously passed over. Imagine a mystical mountain lake where you can see the reflection of the sky and trees, but when you look beneath the surface, you can see sparkling gems in the crystal clear depths. These treasures are meant for you. By exploring hidden crevices in your soul, you will begin to uncover even more profound levels of the vast majesty within yourself. Questions to ask yourself. Regarding my relationships with myself and others, is there an area in which I should look deeper? If I need to go beneath the surface of a situation in my life, how should I proceed? Is there anything that I'm not seeing in my life? Okay, Next, let's pull some oracle cards for romance, because I got this feeling here with looking deeper about somebody that you might have been done with and then them coming back. All right, so let's just see. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for May 2020. Can we please get a card for romance here for Cancer? Some romantic advice for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for May 2020. Can we please get a card for Cancers? Oh, lots there. There's two. And I'll read the one on the bottom. Okay, so it's not an old love. It's a new love. All right. On the bottom, it says very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. I'll read these cards to you. Let me just put them where you can see them. I'll put this here. And then you've got new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings and let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Okay? So I'll put all of these here and I will read it to you. So I'm going to start with new love. And it says, the romance angels have sent you this card like a Valentine greeting, signaling the introduction of someone new into your love life. Perhaps you've recently met this person and your interest was piqued. This card validates that your connection was mutual and real. It is safe for you to explore it, and the romance angels will guide your actions accordingly. Of course, if you are already in a committed relationship, you'll want to consult your angels and perhaps a counselor or other trusted person to get insight into your feelings. While running into the arms of a suitor may sound passionate, the reality of guilt over the affair will soon weigh heavily upon you. It's better to confront the issues within your present relationship that left your emotional doors open for someone else. This card can also mean that you'll soon meet a new person. In these cases, the romance angels are asking you to keep the faith that love is in your cards. You deserve love and you're lovable. The angels guide you to be aware, as you never know when your partner will arrive. Okay, so let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. The romance angels have heard your prayers about your love life. Now it's up to you to allow their help to manifest by stepping out of their way. By trying to control other people or external circumstances, you'll only frustrate yourself and slow down your answered prayer. There are plenty of times in life that call for you to take charge, but this isn't one of them. Of course, it's fine to have your preferences, practice visualizations, and hold intentions. Definitely ask the angels for your desires. This card is a reminder, however, that your prayer may be answered differently from what you had in mind. Be open to all possibilities and trust in God's infinite wisdom and compassionate love. Control issues are based upon fears that others, including God, won't live up to your expectations. This is also called outlining, where you hand the universe a script of how you want it and everyone to behave. Outlining could cause you to overlook an even more beautiful way in which your prayers may be answered. So please call upon the romance angels to elevate your levels of trust so that you can enjoy the creative avenues by which true love comes to you. And the last one is very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. This card asks you, what do you want? And demands very clear and specific answers. Just like putting in your order at a restaurant, the universe has been listening to your thoughts and feelings about your love life and has brought you what you asked for. When you complain about what's being served to you, it's only because you placed an unclear order. As soon as you are perfectly straightforward about what it is you desire, it comes to you upon the wings of an angel in an instant. You drew this card because it's time for you to get clear and honest with yourself and formulate your requests with faith and optimism. Trust your feelings and make decisions for yourself about what's best for you. Okay, so it's saying here that there is a new love situation and you have to try not to control everything and manipulate things so that, you know, everything works out the way you want it, because there's something here, a new love situation that you might have overlooked or you're trying to control, It's saying that it could be very beautiful if you just relax and not try to control the situation. Okay, so much. And that it's very soon. And again, it was talking about like a restaurant. You put in an order, it didn't work out, not to linger, and to just learn from that. What did you do wrong? What do you now not want? And then manifest what you now know you need. And it's saying that, you know, the universe will deliver it to you with, you know, upon a platter, but with the wings of an angel delivered to you. Okay, so final card for the day is Spiritual Guidance with the Divine Feminine Oracle by Megan Watterson. So can we please get some spiritual guidance for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for May 2020, please? By the way, guys, I'll have weekly readings out when I'm done these monthlies. We should be in a week, okay? So stay posted. All right. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for May 2020, please. Can we get some spiritual guidance for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for May 2020, please? Can we please get some spiritual guidance for Cancer for May 2020, please? This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for May 2020. All right, there's a lot. So we have those, and then we have the one on the bottom. Rita of Cassia, the patroness of impossible causes. I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibility. So I'm going to leave this over here. I like to put my goddesses and dakinis and Buddhas and angels all over there. All right, next we have Love It. This is so Cancer. I know she rules over fire, but she's all about the home. And you know, Cancer, you guys are all about the mom and the home in terms of what your sign represents astrologically. So Hestia, the goddess of sanctuary. No matter where I am home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me. This is all about home and hearth. She's the Olympic goddess, you know, the one that you light the flame, and she's always worshipped first. She is one of the drama-free, or is described as one of the drama-free goddesses or deities in the Greek pantheon. And she represents this energy of everything that is comforting, about the home fire, how people all gather around the hearth, gather around the home fire, and they find comfort and shelter. Okay, this is what Goddess Hestia represents, and she's saying the message is about no matter where you are, if you're feeling alone, if you're feeling lost, especially with self-isolation, if you're isolating alone, it's saying to remember that wherever you are is home. When you're feeling like that, okay, and to think in terms of that way. Oh, Goddess Green Tara, I haven't seen her in a while. Lovely. Thank you, Goddess Hestia. She's one of my favorites, as is Goddess Green Tara. All right, so Green Tara, the Buddha of enlightened action. My soul informs my every step. I do what my heart compels me to do. She is a Tibetan Buddhist or Buddhist Buddha. She has 21 manifestations, all in different colors. This is Green Tara. She's represented as someone who's more youthful and a swift savioress or protectress. Someone who, when you have spiritual issues or you're stressed out or you're having, you know, some kind of fear about something dangerous, some kind of dangerous situation, she's someone that you would pray to ask for help. Okay, but I will read you more about her. And you know, she's famous for responding quickly. So that's Goddess Green Tara. Let's see right there. Thank you. You have so many, guys. Shekinah, the presence of the divine feminine. At the center of everything, there is light, and I am that light. Now, I know this is to do with the Jewish faith. I don't remember exactly all the details, so I'm going to read her out to you, okay? been a while since I've been reading. All right, Bridget. I love her too. She always pops up. When I started tarot, Goddess Bridget always popped up. So she's the goddess of the eternal flame. I am an eternal flame, and each day my light grows brighter. So let me just say off the bat, between Hestia and Goddess Bridget and Green Tara, now Shekinah and Rita of Kasha, I have to remind myself, but Goddess Bridget was famous. She's Irish. She's still celebrated to this day. And she is someone who, again, was a protectress. And I love that she's wearing green like Green Tara. People would pray to her for, you know, help, protection. And then there was a story in the book about how she invented whistling so that when people were traveling at night alone and they were scared, they would whistle. And then somebody else who's traveling alone as well in a distance, they can hear it and they would whistle back. So she is said to have invented this way of communicating so that you don't feel alone. So I'm really getting this energy here of Cancer for whoever, whatever Cancerian this reading is for, whoever it is for. If you're feeling isolated and alone and scared and lonely, right? Especially with death representing your energy right now, some ending and some new beginning. It's saying there is a new beginning, and no matter what shady stuff has happened, that you're not the victim, because you actually are someone who is the lighthouse. And it's saying don't feel alone. You are home, and that there are other people going through the similar situation, just like you. You're not alone in this, and that Goddess Bridget is a reminder of that as well. Okay, so I'm going to read you these real quick. Okay, I lied. It's not going to be quick. These are long, but skip ahead if you want to. All right, I'll start with Rita of Kasha, just because I don't remember. I don't get her often. All right. So 13. The patroness of impossible causes. I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibility. So when your soul selects a card, okay, by the way, there's two sections. There's one of who she is, and then there's one about when your soul selects her card. I'm going to read you the soul selects her card because we have 5. Despite popular belief, Saint Rita isn't about suffering or martyrdom. Not in this context. Here, she is about the miracles that happen when we choose to be steadfast about something or someone. This does not mean remaining in a situation that is harmful to us. It means knowing that we can believe anything is possible and that everyone is ultimately forgivable. Because forgiveness isn't about someone else, it's about freeing ourselves. We might have to draw fierce boundaries and possibly never see this person again, but we can pray from any distance that a light larger than our own transforms them. That a love that's greater than what we alone can hold and have for them might offer them a new life. Saint Rita is asking us foremost, to never give up on what we want for ourselves. And she's suggesting that the path to what we desire is in our belief that it is still possible. We might not know how or when things will align for us, but we can participate in a deep prayer of bone trust that at some point what we most desire will arrive. Soul voice meditation is, what do I believe is possible for my life? Intention, I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibility. So Saint Rita is about, she's digging deep here, saying someone who's done something to you, you find forgiveness to free yourself. And, pray that there's a light that's greater than your own that can fix them at some point, because it's not you. Okay, so Hestia. 178. When your soul selects her card, Hestia created the concept of sanctuary. It's considered a sacred obligation to shelter and protect those in need. She wants us to seek those situations that allow us to feel a sense of being home, or she wants us to create that form of sanctuary for someone else. Of all the wild and crazy adventurous Greek gods and goddesses, Hestia is the most drama-free. She's the one who can be counted on, the one who fosters community and provides the stability of food and warmth and shelter when all else is coming undone. She's your grandmother goddess. She's the energy that whispers for you to just get cozy. Hestia wants you to be 1,000 leagues easier on yourself. Put a blanket over your body, curl up with hot tea. Sit before the fire of all that you've accomplished and give your mind a break from all that you ask of yourself. Hestia wants you to let kindness pervade your thoughts. She wants you to light a small fire in the center of yourself and feel safe in calling your body home. She wants you to be able to seek sanctuary within. She wants you to come home to yourself and to give yourself the love that you effortlessly offer others. Hestia is the call to become the calm harbor for your beautiful soul to thrive. Soul voice meditation. Am I a safe place to be? Intention. No matter where I am home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me. Okay, so then Green Tara. Thank you, Goddess Hestia. Let's move on to Green Tara, which is on page 113. When your soul selects her card. Green Tara is that sacred nudge to get moving, to do what it is that your soul compels you to do. Don't sit with an idea or project any longer. Take action on it. Don't think about a friend who keeps coming into your heart. Go bring her dark chocolate or send her a love letter. Don't wait to express your love to someone you've needed to. Go now. Tell the truth. Let your feet be moved by what has been caged within you. Let your wisdom shift into inspired action. Tara is the message that the time for action is now. There's nothing to wait for and no person you need to become before doing what you've come here to do. Start small. Let the soul lead, not the ego. It's not the grandeur of the gesture or effort. It's the amount of love something is done with that ever matters. There are so many injustices in the world, so much suffering that it's easy to get stuck in the molasses of helplessness. The brilliant Burmese diplomat Aung San Suu Kyi says, if you're feeling helpless, help someone. Green Tara is about aligning what moves us to tears with compassionate action. She's the push to do something, anything that might alleviate the suffering of others. In the process of taking action with love and from love, we also liberate ourselves. Soul voice meditation. What does my soul want me to take action on right now? Intention. My soul informs my every step. I do what my heart compels me to do. So also there's the energy of maybe considering doing something philanthropic, something to volunteer, help out. Because we've got this Hestia and we've got this Green Tara, we got this energy of providing food, shelter, helping, and acting now. All right, so now we're going to move on to Shekinah. I know these are a lot of goddesses, but that's what happened. Where are you? Here we go, 138. So when your soul selects her card, in the Zohar, the main sacred text in Kabbalah, the Shekinah is described as being a world within the world, as a bright radiance at the center of everything. All life on earth, all consciousness is a part of her light and is therefore sacred. The metaphysical theory of immanence is that the divine presence is manifested in the material world, so there isn't actually any matter, whether organic or inorganic, that isn't also a part of the divine. The Shekinah is light that inhabits your body, your cells, and is in the cells of all the people and objects you see around you. She is also about pure experience. She is the message, the truth, that there is a light at the center of everything that happens to us, both the good and the bad. And the Shekinah is a reminder that we are not just this body or this pain we might be going through, or this confusing moment in our brief life. We are light. We are molecules of heaven in human form. And right now, we can just know this. We can experience the light we are, and that can be enough. That can be the miracle and the answer we actually need. Not words or meaning, but simply and more profoundly, pure, radiant being. Soul voice meditation. Enter the heart and repeat this mantra. I am light. See what images or words arise. Intention. At the center of everything, there is light, and I am that light. And finally, we're going to end it with Goddess Bridget from Ireland. Where are you? In here. Let me see. And we found you on 162. So when your soul selects her card, there's that moment when you're making your way through the dark, and suddenly, after what feels like days or months or even years, a ray of light comes through to you. A lightning happens. Each step isn't quite as hard to make as the one before, and you feel a great shift begin, as if now you're headed towards something new, something even brighter. Bridget is the essence of that first flame, that first ray of light. Bridget reminds us that the darkness never lasts. Bridget's eternal flame represents the truth that the light never leaves us and can never be extinguished. It simply gets obscured or blocked from us. She reminds us that every day is actually filled with light. There are many days and times in our lives when we endure thick cloud cover, when that flame that exists within us is blocked by pain or confusion. Bridget is the sweet sound that reaches us in the dark and reminds us that we have never been on this journey alone. Bridget is our sign that the dawn is here because we have made it through the dark winter. We can lift our head. The healing has happened, and now each next day is bound to be brighter. Soul Voice Meditation. What allows me to feel light more often every day? Intention. I am an eternal flame, and each day my light grows brighter. Okay, Cancer, so that was your reading. Thank you so much to all the goddesses. I love you all. Thank you so much. Basically, in all of this, everyone's going through some kind of ending and new beginning. And it's saying not to feel like a victim. You're going through some loss, but there is new love coming in. It's saying also to re-examine something that you thought was a lost cause, okay, with looking deeper. And not to feel so alone, and to take action to bring joy back into your life. And this is a common theme I've gotten with all the readings. So Cancer, I'll have your weeklies up soon. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Talk to you guys soon. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.